Okay, so have you ever, like, walked into a store in a new country and suddenly it's like, you forgot how to speak?
Totally.
That's what we're diving into today.
Yeah.
This is a conversation between Aman and Sophia.
Right.
They're friends, and they're talking about how to use practical English for everyday situations, like, you know, shopping, restaurants, travel.
Exactly.
So we're going to be right there with you, getting you ready to, like, handle anything.
I love how they're not just like throwing out random phrases. It's like Sophia's giving Aman real strategies. You know, it's like a cheat sheet for how to navigate these situations.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to unpack for you today.
Exactly.
So are you ready to ditch the textbook and sound like a local?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start with shopping.
Okay.
Aman kicks things off by saying that he feels totally lost in stores.
Right.
Which, honestly, we've all been there.
Like wandering around, like, where's... Right. Teleport me to the right aisle.
Literally.
Yeah.
But this is where Sophia shines because she breaks down the shopping phrases by purpose. Walking in, finding things, asking prices, trying things on. And then the final, like, victory lap, which is checking out.
Yes.
So it's like she's giving you this mental map of the store before you even walk in.
Yes.
So instead of just like blurting out, where is the...
Exactly.
You can actually tailor your phrases to what you're doing.
I love that she gives you options.
Right.
It's not just, where's the milk?
Yeah.
It's like, excuse me? Do you carry almond milk? It just sounds so much more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part is where Sophia talks about like discounts.
Oh, yeah.
And returns.
Returns, yeah.
I remember this one time I was in Paris, and I was way too shy to ask about a sale.
Yeah.
And I totally overpaid. If I had known the right phrases to use, it could have saved me so much money and like headaches.
Exactly.
It's these practical things that like traditional language learning just kind of misses.
They skip over the important stuff.
Totally.
Yeah.
What about you?
What phrase am I stealing from Sophia?
Yeah, what are you stealing?
Okay, I am absolutely stealing. Can you help me find?
Yes.
It's so simple and polite.
Yeah.
And it just instantly transforms you
Yeah.
from a lost tourist to someone who knows what's up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's so true.
Yeah.
It shifts that dynamic.
Yeah, so
you're not just like wandering aimlessly. You're actively seeking help.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I need your help.
Exactly.
Help me.
So from shopping, let's move on to another realm of like potential awkwardness with restaurants.
Oh, yes.
I feel like everyone has like stared at a menu.
Oh, yeah.
Hoping that their stomach would just order for them.
Just tell me what I want.
Yeah.
I don't even know. This menu is in another language.
Right.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah. But Sophia breaks it down.
Yeah, she does.
Into steps as well.
Right.
Arriving, figuring out the menu, ordering, and then that grand finale, paying.
It feels so much less intimidating when you think about it like that.
Right.
It's just steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she even tackles those like tricky moments.
Oh, yeah.
What if your order is wrong? What if your steak is like colder than Antarctica?
Yes. What do you do?
She gives you the words to handle those situations with grace.
She does?
So you don't have to just like sit there and suffer.
Yes.
You can politely express your needs.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's so empowering.
What's a phrase that stood out to you?
Okay, so one phrase that I love.
Okay.
Excuse me, but my order hasn't arrived yet. It's clear it's direct.
Yeah.
But it's not aggressive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not being like,
right.
Where's my food?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're just like, hey, just wanted to check in on this.
Yeah, it's assertive without being like confrontational.
It's a fine line to walk.
Which is hard.
Especially in a new culture.
Yeah.
So we've shopped, we've dined. Now let's conquer travel.
All right, let's go.
Airports, hotels,
through cities,
new cities.
So many unknowns.
It's a whirlwind of unknowns.
But don't worry, because Sophia's got us.
I know I'm not worried because I know Sophia's gonna...
She equips us with so many phrases, like for check-in, for immigration, for hotel interactions. It's like she's handing you a passport to smooth sailing.
Okay.
Linguistically speaking.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's so true.
It is.
Knowing how to ask for a window seat or an extra pillow can like seriously make your trip so much better.
Right.
It's the little things.
The little things.
It's the details.
What I love is that she's not focused on sounding fancy.
Yeah.
it's about communicating your needs.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Like, that's what makes it so valuable.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like she's giving you the secret code to unlock a stress-free travel experience.
Yes, exactly.
But hold on to your hats, because Sophia's advice on how to sound natural in English.
That's where it gets good.
That's where things get really interesting.
Buckle up.
This is where we go beyond just phrases and into the nuances of spoken English.
Yes.
Sophia talks about things like contractions, fillers, even intonations.
The music of language.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so mimicking.
Yes.
I have to admit, this sounds a little scary.
Yeah.
But Sophia has a really good point about how it can actually help with intonation. Like when you watch a movie, you naturally kind of pick up on the actors' rhythms and tones.
You can't help it.
Yeah, I've been trying it with this British comedy show.
Oh, fun.
And it's actually really fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like learning a secret handshake.
It is.
You're not trying to become someone else.
Right.
But you're paying attention to those cues. And then you can like incorporate those into your own speech.
Yeah, and it just sounds...
And it sounds so much more natural.
So much more natural.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of secret handshakes...
Right.
Let's tackle the one that we all dread.
What is it?
Small talk.
Oh, yeah.
I know it can be awkward.
It can.
But it's so essential for navigating...
in a new language.
Any social situation.
Yes.
This is where Sophia's safe topics strategy comes in.
Okay, I like this.
Whether work or studies... hobbies.
Everyone's got them.
Right.
Yeah.
And these are like...
These are universal.
Universal conversation starters.
Yes.
That can ease you into any interaction anywhere in the world.
It's so true.
And I love that she goes beyond just starting the conversation. She gives you tips for meeting new people. Gracefully ending a conversation.
Yeah, like how to get out of there.
Yes. Yeah. And connecting these tips to real life scenarios.
I love that.
It's a roadmap
It is.
for social success.
What's brilliant is that she emphasizes genuine curiosity.
Yeah.
It shouldn't feel forced or robotic.
Right.
It's about connecting with another human.
Totally.
Even if it's just for a few minutes.
Okay, I'm already feeling so much more confident.
Me too.
Let's recap what we've talked about so far.
Okay.
We started with shopping.
Shopping.
Then we moved on to restaurants and travel.
Restaurants and travel.
Focusing on like those practical phrases and strategies for navigating real life situations.
Real life.
And we got a sneak peek.
Yes, we did.
Into Sophia's tips for sounding more natural.
More natural.
From contractions and fillers to the magic of mimicking.
It is magic.
But before we move on to the really juicy stuff.
Oh, I'm ready.
Like phrasal verbs.
Let's do it.
We're going to take a quick break. And we'll be right back.
See you in a sec.
All right, so let's talk about those phrasal verbs.
Okay.
Sophia mentioned,
Yeah.
I have to admit, they always make me a little nervous.
Oh, yeah.
But she makes them sound less intimidating.
Right. They can be tricky.
Yeah.
At first.
Yeah, it's like, why can't we just use one word?
Why do we have to make it so complicated?
Yeah.
Or...
Okay, so I have a confession.
Right.
I used to think that phrasal verbs were just slang. But Sophia explained that.
Yeah.
Even in formal settings.
They're super common.
They are.
Yeah.
So it's not just about like being casual.
That's true.
It's about choosing the right tool for the job.
Yeah.
Whether it's like a screwdriver or a phrasal verb.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like a shortcut.
It is.
Instead of saying discover a solution, you can say figure out a solution.
Yes.
It's quicker.
Yeah.
More direct.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like you're hacking the English language.
You are.
So Sophia also mentioned that phrasal verbs can express a wider range of meaning than single verbs.
Good point.
So like, how do we actually learn these things?
Okay.
Without getting overwhelmed?
Sophia recommends paying attention to how native speakers use them in context. Like watch movies.
Yeah.
Listen to podcasts.
Okay.
And just try to like pick out the phrasal verb.
Pick them out.
Yeah.
That's a great tip.
And then try using them yourself.
Yes.
In similar situations.
Like learning by osmosis.
Totally.
Like you're just absorbing the language rather than like memorizing lists of verbs.
Yeah. And don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you learn.
That's how you learn.
It's practice.
Practice makes perfect. It does. Speaking of practice.
Okay.
Sophia has some interesting thoughts on intonation.
Intonation.
It's not just what we say.
Right.
It's how we say it.
It's the secret sauce.
It is.
Spoken English.
It adds that.
It adds flavor and emotion.
Yes.
Think about it. You can say the same sentence in a happy voice, a sad voice,
totally,
a sarcastic voice.
It's like those text messages where you're like,
is this person?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they're serious or not. Sophia pointed out that like raising your voice at the end of a question signals that you're seeking information.
You're asking a question.
Yeah. Lowering your voice at the end of a statement shows that you're giving information.
You're making a statement.
Yes. Yeah. It's like punctuation for your voice.
I love that. She said it's like waves in the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they're high and energetic. Sometimes they're low and calm. Our voices are the same way.
Yeah.
It's like the music of English.
It's like adding music to your words.
Totally.
So how do we get better?
Okay.
At using intonation correctly?
Listen to native speakers. Pay attention to how they use their voices.
Yeah.
Try to mimic those patterns.
Okay, so mimicking again.
Mimicking. It's like shadowing a master chef.
Yeah.
You're learning their techniques and incorporating them into your own style.
Sophia also emphasized the importance of recording yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking English.
It can feel awkward.
Yeah.
But it's one of the best ways to identify where your intonation could be improved.
It's like having a personal coach.
Totally.
Right in your pocket.
You can listen back and be like, oh,
yeah,
I need to work on that.
It's a great way to track your progress.
It is.
Okay, so before we wrap things up, Sophia had one more gem to share.
Oh, I love these gems.
That's a good one. Ari, she encourages us to embrace the fact that everyone makes mistakes.
It's true.
It's all part of the learning process.
It's all part of it.
I'm so glad she said that because sometimes I think we get so caught up in trying to be perfect that we forget to enjoy the journey.
It's like learning to ride a bike.
Okay.
You're going to fall a few times before you find your balance.
It's true.
The important thing is to get back up and keep practicing.
And remember, you're not alone in this.
We're all in this together.
We are.
We are.
So, speaking of celebrating, Sophia had some really inspiring thoughts on what it actually means to be fluent.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah. Sophia had this really cool perspective on fluency. She said it's not about sounding exactly like a native speaker. It's about like expressing yourself clearly and confidently, even if you make a few mistakes along the way.
That takes the pressure off.
I know.
It really does.
It's so liberating.
Yeah. You don't have to be perfect.
Yeah. You just have to be.
You just have to communicate.
Yeah. And I think that's what I love about Aman and Sophia's conversation. It's so encouraging and relatable.
They're learning together.
Yeah.
They're laughing together.
Yeah. They're supporting each other through those awkward moments. We all experience those.
That's true.
When we're learning a new language.
Especially a new language.
Yeah, it reminds us that learning English doesn't have to be this, like, solitary struggle.
It can be fun.
Yeah, it can be.
It can be social.
It can be social.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling a little intimidated by the thought of, like, speaking English in real-life situations, just remember.
Remember Aman and Sophia.
Aman and Sophia.
They're just like you.
They're just like us.
Figuring things out one phrase at a time.
And they're proof that you don't have to be perfect to be fluent.
You just got to put yourself out there.
Yeah. Embrace those challenges and have fun with it.
Yes, have fun.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with this thought.
What is it?
What's one small step you can take today to practice your English?
What is it?
Maybe it's striking up a conversation.
Oh, yeah.
With a stranger.
With someone you don't know.
Watching a movie without subtitles.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or listening to an English podcast.
Yes.
Every little bit of effort counts.
It really does.
And remember, fluency isn't a destination. It's a journey.
It's a journey.
So enjoy the ride.
Enjoy it.
Celebrate your progress and never stop exploring.
That's right.
The incredible world of the English language.
It's a big world.
Happy conversing.
Bye.